If you are able to control your spirit, if you are able to control your spirit, then you will know the things that you are supposed to do and the things that you're not supposed to do. And if you find yourself doing the things that you're not supposed to do, it means you're not in control of your spirit. We have to ask God to help us to control our spirits. He then shows us when that demon is in our bodies, what they're trying to do, stuff like that. He will tell you, hold up your right hand. He sends it out. God said we have to trust him with everything. Everything. He says it's the refiner's fire. And we have to trust him with everything. We are in his kingdom. We are in his kingdom. When a child goes to school, that child is under the rule of the principal or the teachers. How dare we think we can go in God's kingdom and we are in self-will and we are doing things ourselves? We have to ask him how to navigate, how to do things in his kingdom. Because if you're going to be in his kingdom and you're going to be in self-will and you're doing this yourself, you're doing that yourself, you're not going to reach anywhere with God. When we worship God in spirit and in truth. We cannot believe that any of our battles are fleshly or are, if it's off the flesh, sorry. It is not. It is spiritual battles. God is in charge of spirits. He's the one who shows you how to navigate. They set traps for us 24/7. They're in the house while we sleep. They're molesting children, men, women, spiritually. No one is exempt. No one. We are going through these things and we are doing things for ourselves and saying this, saying that. I have come to realize that I have to rely on God solely. Because anybody you say you're going to, they put their spirits in them to block you, to stop you, to cause a problem for you. God says our help comes from him. In the Bible, Satan asked Job, do you think anybody can help you but God? And it's the truth. They put they're watching us 24/7. You say you're going to Tom, the male put his spirit in Tom to block and stop you. You say you're going to Mary Jane, the female put her spirit into Mary Jane to stop and block you. Nobody can stop and block God. They put their spirits in people to stop talking to you, to stop being your friends, to stop giving to you. No one can stop God from talking to you. No one can stop God from giving to you. So when we look at that, we realize that we really only have God. So when God says he separates us for his will, this is what he's talking about. When they are turning them against you, he's not going to stop it because he wants you to come to him. So he can teach you, he can show you what he has to show you. And it's, the path of surrender, it's a tedious one. It is not difficult, but there are some things that you have to conform to. There are some things that you have to stop doing. There are some people that you have to stop talking to. Because you have people who have these demons run their lives. And they will come to you and tell you this and tell you that. It's for you to accept so they can do it. So certain people will be eliminated. Your enemies will turn them against you. God will not restore those. Because it is better that you leave them alone. God teaches us that we have to have integrity as Christians. I see this man, and the man said Christians are the worst people to trust things to, and Christians always and this not. That is not a good thing, because God owns everything in this earth. We belong to God. We are daughters and sons of a king, yet we're walking around in poverty, lack, and want. We are borrowing. We are begging. That is not how God wants it, but we have to go to God. We have to learn that God has everything we need and we have to go to Him. He's the one who opens doors for us. He's the one who makes it right when the devil closed those doors and act as if you don't. Oh my God. The devil will close the door on you. He will know you have money. He'll be trying to get your money. He will block it from you. And he will have people thinking that you are a beggar. God alone can fix these situations. He gives you peace and He works on it. And no devil can stop it when God works on it. So we have to ask God for peace a lot. We have to ask Him for patience, because if we are doing our own thing, He's not going to do it with us. He is not. He wants you to leave it alone. That saying, when you say let go and let God, it is real. God wants you to put it in His hands and leave it. Let Him work it out. He's not going to do it with you. So if you're already doing it, then you have to stop if you want God to work on it. You have to stop. You say, God, I surrender. Let me put this in your hands. You work it out. And watch how fast it works out. But if you are there in the flesh, causing problems while God is trying to work it out, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You're going to have more problems because God is going to leave it alone. And when you realize that you're in that problem and you have to run to Him because you caused this on yourself, then He will tell you to leave it with Him and He works it out. We have to get to know the God that we say we serve. We cannot walk around and say, oh, I love God and this God, that, and you still don't know God. I've come across so many people who don't know God, and yet they are in church. They're serving in church. They are on committees. They are this, they are that. God sent me to a prophetess at TBC. Actually, I went to TBC to pay my tithes, and he showed me a prophetess. And this prophetess is sitting down and she's saying, oh, I went to the doctor and he told me I had high blood pressure and I had hypertension and this, that, and whatever. She's not ready to be a prophetess, because if she was, she would know that God heals everything. God would have told her what to do to get rid of it, and He would have healed her. But they hear they're going to be this, they will go to Bible college and they stay in Bible college, having these demons teach them, and then come out back to God people to let the same demon use them to block and stop God people. I am very grateful to God for showing me these things. I'm extremely grateful. Because trust me, in my life, I have been to a lot before I went to God. Pastor after pastor, prophetess, family members, all kinds of things, to see if they could tell me what was going on in my life. Nobody could. I said, God, I give up. I'm coming to you. I want you to tell me, because you know. Every turn you turn, it's like you're bucking your head against a wall and you cannot get a headway. The sickness and pain is on you. You go to the doctor, you get the tablets, you spend all this money, the pain comes right back because they keep putting those insects